This first one is all about... Oh, I forget. Anyways, last year, Google began complying with an order from the French National Commission on Computing and Liberty to enforce the right to be forgotten established by the Court of Justice of the European Union in May of 2014. They removed applicable search results from its European domains, including google.co.uk and google.fr, but left those results on google.com. Well, it seems that Google hasn't forgotten enough. The French court has fined Google €100,000 for not complying across all their web properties. The court could have fined Google up to €300,000, so it seems that even the French court understands that Google is walking a tightrope between complying with orders and establishing a precedent for cross-jurisdiction unilateral legislation. But it's still a long road to satisfaction for either party. Google has started to hide results on its non-European parties, but only for users in European countries. As that measure can be easily bypassed by a VPN service, it's not clear if that will satisfy the CNIL.
Microsoft learns an internet lesson. Redmond, meet the internet. Microsoft has taken its AI chatbot, Tay, offline after machine learning taught the software agent to parrot hate speech. Engineers from Microsoft's Technology and Research and Bing teams created Tay as an experiment in conversational understanding. The bot was designed to learn from user input and user social media profiles to be a conversational companion for 18 to 25-year-olds with mobile devices. Fed with anti-Semitism and anti-feminism through Twitter, one of the bot's 4 social media channels, Tay responded in kind. After endorsing Hitler and soliciting incestuous sex, Tay was taken offline for some re-engineering and re-education. For enterprise software developers tasked with AI projects, there's a big lesson here. You might try spending just a few minutes actually using the internet before unleashing it on a poor, defenseless AI.
Well, on a similar subject, net pornality comes to T-Mobile's Binge On. I keep maintaining that the true test of T-Mobile's Binge On program would be if a porn streaming service got added, and that prediction just came true. The My Candy Theater porn streaming service just got added to the Binge On program this weekend and truly supports that T-Mobile is committed to net neutrality.
Another hospital, another ransomware attack. 1 month ago, Hollywood Presbyterian Hospital in Los Angeles suffered a ransomware attack that left its network unresponsive. The attack was only ended after the hospital paid $17,000, about 40 bitcoins, to decrypt their files. This week, another hospital, this one in Kentucky, has declared a, quote, internal state of emergency after a ransomware attack shut down all the hospital's desktops. Methodist Hospital in Henderson, Kentucky was hit by Locky, a popular strain of ransomware that jumped from its initially infected desktop into several other systems around the hospital. As a precaution, the hospital shut down all the network computers and are bringing them back up air-gapped one at a time, checking each for signs of infection. A hospital spokesman says that no patient files have been affected, though the down network has forced the hospital to resort to paper workflow. The ransomers have asked for 4 bitcoins, or about $1,600, which the hospital has not yet decided if they'll pay.
Oracle will give you the cloud in your data center. Oracle is launching a system meant to duplicate the Oracle public cloud in a customer's data center. The Oracle Cloud at Customer is a fully compatible implementation of the Oracle public cloud for private cloud use. Oracle Cloud at Customer uses the same hardware, software, and management systems as Oracle's public cloud. The big change for customers is that Oracle will invoke the same per hour or per month pricing used with Oracle Cloud, making Cloud at Customer an unusually inexpensive proposition with which to get started. While Oracle will remotely manage the systems, customers will have control over their own applications and virtual machines in the cloud. Cloud at Customer servers can run all the customer software that Oracle's public cloud can run, including applications written in Python, C, C++, Microsoft .NET languages, Ruby, and Java.
Well, there's a 2-year-old Linux flaw that's also in Android and is now in the wild. It would seem the Zimperian folks, they uncovered the stage fright flaw, has found that a 2-year-old flaw in the Linux kernel that wasn't even flagged as a vulnerability until April of 2014 and was then finally called CVE 2015-1805. Google has rushed to patch this issue, but Zimperium reports that the exploit has already appeared on an app for the Nexus 5 phone. While the Bad Boy app has been blocked on the Play Store, it's not clear as to how long the malware has been in the wild. The good news is that the patch is soon to be available on all the Nexus devices. However, other Android devices are still vulnerable, and nobody knows when those manufacturers will be able to implement the patch to prevent hackers from gaining root access to their Android device.
It looks like the FCC auction of the 600 megahertz wireless spectrum is finally absolutely completely on again. Maybe. The off-complaint about auction has been delayed, shifted, and outright moved since it was first announced, but it seems as if we are finally out of the litigious woods. There are 104 applications to be part of the auction, and the players include Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, US Cellular, Comcast, and others, though not Sprint, all who are hoping to give a piece of the expected $60 billion pie. 600 megahertz is the wireless equivalent of prime real estate with the ability to travel great distances into buildings, around, and through obstacles. The carriers have been chomping at the bit to get their hands on the spectrum, but the auction has been held up by everything from political infighting between Republicans and Democrats on the FCC commission to carriers complaining about the provisions of the auction, which may include open and rural access-friendly provisions. The TLDR version, the FCC is about to get $60 billion or more. Carriers are going to get some juicy bandwidth, and assuming the FCC doesn't back down from their tough stance, we're getting better wireless access. It's a win-win-win.